Morning, Chris. Happy birthday. Hi, Arthur. How's it going? Hope all's good. Morning, David. And thank you for the hype, both of you. The legs, well, they're not very willing so far this morning in the warm-up. Seeing how things go, so just sorting out my Velcros. Don't want them too tight, do I? Hope all's good. And Chris, I forgot to ask, how did the triathlon go? How are you this morning, David? You recovered from all the deployments of Big Power? What are you up to this morning, Arthur? And Chris, must be late in the afternoon for you now. Morning, Gromgrod. How are you today? Good to see you. Right, so what's on the agenda this morning? The official event, the race, is called Liege-Bastonge-Liege. 110 kilometers, 2,000 meters of climbing. But it's in a Harrogate course. The pump room. And the pump room, you do basically a forward lap and then a reverse lap. And you do that 4 times. So there's a hell of a lot of punchy climbs. Sorry, my Siri is recording me. Sorry. Morning, Anthony. How are you? Good to see you. So, with the struggle also starting and ending in Harrogate, perfect opportunity to have a little virtual practice of the struggle. Struggle is a lot longer. It's 160 odd kilometers, 4,000 meters of climbing or 3,000 meters of climbing. But this is a nice little aperitif. And so the intent is not to burn myself out early at the beginning. I'll see if I can stay with the front group, but the front group's got some very strong riders in it. Diogo Calçada, good luck to you. Paul Hamblett, very strong. Tommy Blake, very strong. Philip Bolt, very strong. Ashley Chadwick, very strong. Matt Gardner from Saris, very strong. James Gelstrop, always beats me, very strong. Mr. Ed Laverack, need I say more? Petri Chuonanen often beats me, very strong. And in the Bs, Michael Nardella, back pedal, good to see you, Michael, good luck. And Craig Leese, back pedal, very best of luck. You're okay, good, glad to hear it. Steady day today, longer one tomorrow. Yeah, I'm prepping for the struggle. Morning, Lord DeLego of the statistics, I hope all's good. Hi Paul, very good luck to you. Morning, Lee. Yeah, hopefully a ripper. Just sit on the wheel, I will do, Chris. I will do. Well, as long as I can. Morning, Shom Shom. How are you, Mr. Lee? Hope all's good. New treadmill, very nice. 4 laps of the Royal Trump Pump Room is going to be horrid. I did 1 lap yesterday at Zone 2, wasn't nice. Morning, Craig. You're right, good luck, sir. Hope all's good. Thank you, Tim. I'll endeavour to enjoy. Yeah, I did invite everybody on the back pedal Discord to join if they're doing the struggle. Morning, Giorgio. Thank you. Very well done on your race, your mountain bike race and your crit race, actually. Sort of last 10 days. 6th place, very impressive, you know. Only just behind your brother, who's a monster. And you found the crit racing addictive. It is, isn't it? Very addictive. You got to watch for the crashes, though. That's the problem with it. Especially in Cat 4 and 3, where I got from Cat 4 to 3, quite a few crashes. I prefer the kind of climbing version of the crit at Hog Hill. It's a bit safer. Yes, nice one, Tim. Antwerp this morning, very nice in real life. Yeah, Tim's out in Belgium now. You going to take in some of the race? Oh, you're probably not allowed to, are you? Oh. So, looking forward to this. And basically, I had a big outdoor real life preparation training session for the struggle last week. And actually on the 8th of May, I'm doing the Exmoor Hardest 100 with Paul. Paul Hamlett's doing it. Scott Hewish is doing it. So looking forward to that as another kind of, well, trying to win my spurs, as it were, riding some of the longer rides outdoors. Sorry, just trying to get to... 1 second, sorry. I was in Strava, Chris. There we go. James in the chat. He's about to have a PT lesson. So my intent today is to try and deploy a nice tempo, hopefully stay in the wheels, Chris. Yeah, the racing hasn't yet started at the Olympic Park, Lee. But you can go and ride in it. You pay £5 and ride. I got there last Saturday, having done an hour of hill repeats, and there was an Audi advert being filmed, so I had to hang around and wait for it. So I'd phone and check that it's working as you expect before you go. Yeah, you're not officially allowed to watch him. Yeah, so the idea is to deploy a nice chunk of tempo, but on some of the climbs I want to get towards, threshold basically. If the front group, and as I say, the front group, there are some very much stronger riders than me. If the pace is too high, I am going to drop off the back, so I do apologise for that in advance. But I'm looking to train. I'm looking to race, but also enjoy the training as well. Well, enjoy. Do my best on the training, I think is the way to describe it. And if I burn myself out on lap 1, that ain't going to be, well, it's not going to work, is it? Yeah, my numbers have been alright, but I've not slept well since Tuesday. I've woken up every morning at 3 and I've had very disrupted sleep. So the legs feel alright, but I feel quite fatigued in all honesty. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm alright. I was just saying, the sleep's very disrupted, legs feel okay, and it's a good tonic to be in amongst the chat and the stream. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, Matthew. You attended the join? Oh, childcare duties, yes. As we fathers call it, babysitting. That always upsets your other half. Let me just get my air on. There we go. Air is on. Hiya, Stuart. Thank you very much. Hi, Katie. How was your race on Tuesday? I really appreciate you checking in, Lee. It's good to have you on board. And at least the weather's nice for babysitting the children. You can get outside and do something in the garden. You're right, Ian, how's it going? 1 minute to go, cheers Arthur, thanks for reminding me, 20 seconds to go now. I'm on 100% trainer difficulty because for me that's what feels realistic versus a 30% or a 32% on the back of my real life bikes. It varies from trainer to trainer. So on rolling terrain it's going to be a challenge, and that's the idea. Thank you, Andrew, I appreciate that. So I think we go around a little loop in Harrogate. Morning, Sundita. How's Hawaii? Hi, Dave. How's it going? You alright? Good to see you. A bit more of a civilised start than a WTRL. I won't be able to sustain this though. Not over 100 kilometres. Yeah, Tuesday was proper tough. 28th though, very nice. I did 32nd on both of my races. Go figure. Hi Mick. Hi Steve, how are you? You alright, Mick? Well done on the Ed Wannabes on WTRL. Bossing it. Hi Jason. How are you today? Morning Chris. Yeah. Sorry to hear you're sleeping badly too. Glad to hear it, Steve. There's Tommy. You got a new FTP. Strong like a bull, Mark. Yeah. Strong like a bull. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee. Albeit more of a bee or a butterfly on a wet summer's day for me. Yeah, it's a long one, 110 kilometres, 2,000 metres of climbing. They sure did, Mick. I think there's about 136 after, it says on the top right. They're not all in the A's though, variety. Let's try and get the cadence going. Morning, Simon. Have you managed to fix your tax, Neo? Simon's tax went on him during the WTRL race. Not exactly convenient. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, David, 100%. I'm hoping it will. I'm going to find a group, if not, Lord. What's a Whoop brand, Lee? A Whoop, oh yeah, sleep band. Yeah. The more I worry about the sleep, the worse it becomes. How did it help you, Lee? Tell us. Really trying to gauge where the standard is. Thank you ever so much, Chris. That's super motivating, I appreciate it, mate. I've got a nice vlog dropping tonight about the WTRL racing and how I prepare for it and how it impacts me. And I've got a really nice video, well, I hope it's nice, about how I built my tempo to come. After that, yeah, an injury on your shoulder that disrupts and gives you pain at night, that's not good. Cheers, David. Morning, James, how are you? Here we go, sorry. Pain pills make you weaker today. Didn't know that, that's interesting. Why is that? That's interestingly, I'm going to have another look at this live chat afterwards. Chris Pritchard is using one. He says it sometimes gives him a bit of anxiety about whether he's sleeping well enough or not. Yeah, my legs are not good this morning. Morning, Carl. Hiya, Dominic. How are you both? Thank you, Steve. I really do appreciate that. I do enjoy the training, and to progress you do have to push a bit outside your comfort zone, as is going to be the case today. Hi Agnes, how are you? Good. Thank you very much. Elevates the heart rate, that's interesting. Cheers David, I hope so. Four laps. Oh, Keith Robertson's here as well. Hi Keith. Hi Ruben, thank you. I don't think it's going to work today. Sorry to hear that, Michael. I haven't had a good one either. Back to the office, yeah. That will give you extra stress. That will impact. No, I'm not, David. I think I need to pull the plug on this sort of pace now. Oh yeah. Wrong gear. Hi Andrew, how are you? Yeah, I'm struggling here. Come on, gears. Can't get the gears. And Milo to London is probably punchy. Morning Jack, how are you? Yeah, the Marmot. I'm going to try for this group. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to ruin the training. Yeah, the Marmot is it's going to be too difficult to get out there. No passport for the vaccine. So postponed to 2022. So what I've done here, there's like another 100 kilometers to go. I was going to destroy myself and I want to train the tempo and find a good group. I'll race within that good group, but that group up front, they're just too good for me. And I would maybe have lasted another half a climb or something, but I would have really impaired the ability to actually have a good ride and the training benefit that I want. So I'm very sorry for dropping off the back. But I think I don't know, I'm not on a good day, and I know I can ride myself into a good day or a better day if I just don't panic. No, the new watt bike isn't yet ordered. I think I'll take delivery of a loan one soon. They've offered me a loan of a version 2. We were looking to move house, that's not going to happen anymore. Our buyer pulled out at the last minute. So I'll take delivery, I think. 3-hour round trip. Dear me, Michael. You will get strong from that though. Yeah, cheers Mick. I'm just going to let them catch me. If I drop off the power too much, I find it hard to stay on the group when they come through. God, they're not going up it slowly either. Yeah, big lunch and wine. Yeah, that ain't going to help the training. Thank you, Agnes. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Threshold on the hills, tempo on the flat. Hey Anna, I can't type at the moment, mate. Sorry, hi Ashley, sorry. I can't type at the moment, mate. Sorry, not Alan. This is better. So what I'm trying to do is just get the legs turning over and find that nice floating on the pedal point that feels Goldilocks. Ooh. No, I don't want to restart. Hi NZ. So we come back round the town, then back out down that KOM. And then back down that long drag. We're still going a pace here though. So here's a climb, I think. Oh no, there's a climb coming. Cheers, Matt. Yeah, Ali. Just trying to get the diesel engine to boot up. So we go around here, and then there's the hill to the start of that steeper KOM we came up. And see, this nice zone 2 gets the legs used to their task, tells the body and the brain the task is achievable, albeit daunting. Yeah, I've been dropped, Arthur. To be honest, the front group was a lot too good for me. And if I was riding the struggle or La Marmotte or the Exmoor forest climb, I wouldn't in real life try and stay in the front group with people who are a lot more experienced and stronger than me and fitter. So there's no reason, I guess, why I should expect to do it on Zwift. I thought maybe in the draft it might be manageable for a bit, but no. So the climb comes just here after this left. Oh no, there's me calling it wrong again. It's a bit of a labyrinth. I always say, oh, here we go. So you're picking up a few other stragglers. No worries, Alpha. I'm sure not. Yeah, they'll attack each other until the energy ebbs, Andrew. Just trying to keep it sub 300. Oh, it's not difficult to keep it sub 300, but the more I go over 300, the more matches I burn. The more glycogen, well, really over 260, the more glycogen I consume, but exponentially so above 300. And now I vote for decathlon. Oh yeah, let's see how he does, David. Only 90 kilometres to go. How's it going, Ashley? Maybe he only just started a team, David. Morning, Kev, how are you? Oh, yeah, always a bit emotional for the first 15 minutes, but just trying to hit the rhythm now. Got another little climb coming. Practicing for the struggle. The whole point being it's very undulating, it disrupts my rhythm and cadence, just like in real life. This group seems about right, as long as we don't attack each other. Can't believe we've got to do this 4 times. Thank you, Mark. That's super motivating, especially on a day where the legs are taking time to turn up. Morning, James. Can't believe I got dropped on that little climb back there. What a waste of energy. Feeling a bit better, James. Still a bit down. And definitely very tired. The sleep has been impacted. Oh. Yeah. I'll be bringing lots of them, David. Ice Spice. Morning, Alex. You alright? Yeah, thank you, mate. That was a big effort to get back on. I deliberately waited to the hill. Again, there's a lesson learned because of WTRL, using the hills to make up ground alongside drafting. Hope you appreciate my drafting skills. Well, actually, I just got dropped, so no. Cheers, buddy. I need to keep moving, that's for sure. If I stop, I think I'm going to go and have a nap. This course is horrid, really horrid. Be very sweaty now. It's a lot harder for the power and the cadence to be all over the place than to just ride at a steady, say, 250. I needed this. Now I'm hoping the next lap is going to be a bit more measured in terms of less fluctuation in power, like 200 to 300. Yeah, a couple came off the front group already, buddy. We picked them up, and definitely there's too many very good riders in that group for it not to split again. So 1 lap down. Oh dear, I could cry. Yeah, in a WTRL this would be hell. It'd be quite interesting though. Yeah, it does go on forever, but it's got 500 metres of climbing per lap, so that's why it's like a 40 to 45 minute lap. It's partly why I picked it, in all honesty, because it's probably one of the hardest courses and it mimics the terrain for the struggle. You see, over a 3-hour race you're not going to be in threshold as I was for the first half lap the whole way around. It's too much. Well, obviously it's too much. M1959 seems very strong. That was tough at the end. I think the C's are not racing quite the same distance. A's and the B's are 4 laps. Yeah, just like it in real life. I mean, it is the exact same profile as the actual UCI course, isn't it? Yeah, Michael, the Three Sisters I prefer because you budget for 3 different efforts. A nasty VO2 max, a kind of a 6-7 minute effort, and then a threshold effort, followed by VO2 max into the radio tower. So 4 different efforts. And it's quicker. You know, racing for less than an hour makes a huge difference. Or an hour and a quarter, sorry, isn't it? Sorry. Morning, Aaron. Yeah, it'd be good if we can catch it. I'm going to sit in the wheels. Well, as long as I don't get dropped, I'm going to sit in the wheels. Oddly enough, if it goes too slow, I find that disconcerting as well. Too hard to reboot the diesel. Not quite yet a motivational Coke. I do have one kicking around, Andrew. A big one. Yeah, Ed's in the front group, Michael. Beautiful day. Really ought to be outside, but this was too good an opportunity. No messing today. Oh, I think we're coming up there. You prefer to New York? Yeah, that was horrid. The climbs are just long enough to make a difference for the lighter rider. There's Ashley. Well, you're riding a lot outdoors, Michael, so if you really want to spend time with others, that's not a bad thing to do this time of year. You know, when we're still a bit isolated, albeit I know you're back at work. Yeah, now we're on tempo. See, this feels a lot. The legs are starting to kind of accept the task in hand. I've met Paul for one ride, the hour of power. Oh, we also met at Box Hill once as well. How's Paul doing in the front group? And is Tommy staying there, up with the front? God, they're 9 minutes ahead. Oh, they're not. You see, I do like the tempo. I'm not trying to drop anybody behind. I'm just riding at a pace that feels nice. Petri's joining in, still in the front group. Nice one, Petri. Hi, Paul. Nice one. Are you training indoors or outdoors, Paul? That felt good. That was like a confidence builder. Now we get to the nasty bit of the course. Hey Sean, happy Saturday sir, hope you're good. Loving the pink in your YouTube sign off. Pink for the silver foxes. A TT ramp session, nice. While parenting. Yeah. So they were on the TV or the iPad. Nice one. That's my treat too. Well, it was my treat, Paul. Ran on the treadmill when that was the case. Or some home weights while the kids just entertain themselves for a little bit. It's only fair that Dad has a bit of time. Well, we can meet up for an endurance style ride. I have the same thing with him, Michael. I can't keep up with him. But the thing about, you know, he can train a different zone to us. I do like a TT ramp at power, Paul. I think I'm a lot better suited to that kind of gradual eking up of the effort. Oh, Petri's come off the front now. Don't blame you, Petri. So we got a few carrots to chase. So here on the flat, just trying to use the momentum to save the energy for these little hills and sustain the momentum with greater power over the hills. So 0.5. Ego is from the Basque Country. I'm honoured, sir, thank you. I salute Spain. Hope everybody's healthy out there. My middle name is de Villamil. My family has a lot of Spanish roots. Catalan. Philip de Villamil, love it. Yeah, this group's alright, isn't it, Agnes? We can get a nice time if we work together. See, I'm more happy to take a pull on the longer climbs. I say longer, you know, the drags. But I feel like I've got my mojo back now. Really trying to focus on the pedaling technique to maximise the efficiency. Yeah, David, at one stage in the first 15 minutes I thought I was going to have to stop. I'm very glad I learned from past failures and pulled the plug to drop back, because now I'm actually starting to feel much better. The middle name, my mum's side, her family, I think they lived in Madrid and then Barcelona. I think they're Catalan. They moved over to the UK, I think before the First World War. And so my grandpa was a de Villamil, my mum's a de Villamil, and everyone from her dad beyond a de Villamil. So you get de Villamil in the middle name. They were shipping merchants, apparently. They lost a load of their wealth in the Caribbean. One of their ships got pirated, and then over the course of the First and then the Second World War, different business endeavours across the continent were either destroyed or repossessed, and so by the time my mum's dad was the sort of most senior person in the family, he was working for a company, BP Oil, rather than a family business. And so, yeah, they got like a coat of arms and stuff like that, but we have, which is all quite cool. I think they were also big landowners in Malta. So Petri's now with us. Good to have you on board, Petri. There's Ashley. Hence, I have to be a banker. Not had to be, I fell into it. I wanted to be an RAF fighter pilot. You see, this was feeding 275 watts at the beginning. Felt like a mountain. Whereas now, it's not comfortable. Well, it's not uncomfortable. It's just an effort that feels manageable. I bet Petri is needing to rest up in the wheels for a bit, having hung with the front group for so long. I know I would have to. Be tough just to cling on. Yeah, my granny was too. And so I've got quite a good understanding of the family history. One of the companies I'd enter at work, it's got my heritage. It's been a big boom in people researching their family histories over the pandemic. Oh dear. I have really enjoyed actually learning how to train the tempo. I gradually built it up on the rollers indoors, and I found that I can sustain a good tempo like 4 watts a kilogram for quite a long time now, even on undulating terrain. I'm not sure what the watts per kilogram would be, but I guess it'd be around 4 watts a kilogram average at the moment. Morning Lewis, how are you? Are you out racing today? There's Petri we swim past. Hi Harry. Good morning to you sir, how are you? Yeah, starting to feel a bit better now, sir. I was a bit emotional early on in this race. That's why I'm in the second group. Hopefully I can stay here. Gotta figure out where I am on the course. There's another climb coming. How did you go in the tour of Watopia stage 5, Harry? What stage was that? Three Sisters? Oh, probably not then. But remember, it's how you deploy it. Ed is much better at deploying the power than Drafty. I wouldn't have thought it's much under 3.75 though. Maybe it's on Zwift power. Lord, let me know. Sorry, please let me know. Oh, I see, yeah, definitely, Lewis. Yeah, too much racing is a burnout, for sure. Yeah, the thing about average power is you forget about all the little sort of 3 minutes here, 2 minutes there, at 200 watts or less. Well, that makes a big difference. .9, alright, so I wasn't a million miles out. Here we go. Now for a climb. Petra's drilling it on the front. Hi Jim. Long one. Yeah, some familiar names. Petri, Ashley. And up front, you got Tommy, Paul, Tommy Blake, Paul Hamlet, Ed Laverack, James Gelsthorpe. Oh. I prefer to spin the legs going down. Climb coming. I don't know the racers. I'd say Julian Alaphilippe or the Team Ineos rider Tom Pidcock. He deserves a victory after the other day. He won that. I'm not an expert though. Morning Radislaw, how are you? How's the fitness coming back, sir? I haven't been on Strava enough. Work has been too busy. Making good time so far. I'm not going to get myself dropped on this section like last time. I lost a lot of energy as a result of that. I got dropped here. I had to get back on the hill. Dropped from the second group, of course, not the first group. I was out of that long before. I was at Industrial. I've never seen it, Andrew. But it is iconic, isn't it? It's one of the monuments, am I right? Is Flesh, Will on Flesh a monument? Here we go. 1 second, James. DEFCON 1. Oh, I'm in the wrong gear. Crikey, alrighty. This is where trainer difficulty 100% is awful. So you see, yeah, the recovery has been gratefully received. Jane, emergency Coke has fallen down. Sorry, thank you.
Just going to open it, make sure.
I don't open it. Just, yeah, sorry, pass it to me. Thank you. Yeah, Lord, James to the rescue. Oh yeah, yeah, Graham. It is my saviour. The emergency Coke. Gotta treat it like a child. Although Jane has to treat me like a child. Yeah, they're going to loan me a V2, Andrew. So looking forward to trying it. Because we're moving house, I didn't take delivery of it. So I've got a loan for about a couple of months. Oh, you're staying in London, Harry? For the time being. Our buyers pulled out on us on the very last minute. Quite irritating, but that's how it is sometimes. Emergency Coke going down nicely. God, we're drilling it on this descent. This is meant to be recuperation. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Do you know what though? I'm alright with it. It's one of those things. I was hoping to get a bit closer back to the kids. But London, you know, it's a nice part of London. London's coming back to life. We were going to keep a place here anyway. Jane's got one. So, back to square one. It avoids the stress of moving. We'd have had to move to rented, then find somewhere to buy. So it takes away stress. So to every cloud, I guess there is a silver lining. So 2 laps, 1 hour 25. It's about 42.5 minutes a lap, isn't it? Oh dear. Dear me, these are long laps. This guy in the front, P. Morozov, is kind of trying to break apart this little group. He's the strongest of us, I think. So we're over halfway, only just. No, very much, Andrew. And definitely my work is going to kind of a virtual first environment, still keeping all the offices, but clients, they value the convenience of the Zoom call and meeting up for more important strategic moments. And it's good for staff, especially if you've got a family. You don't have to travel into London every day or wherever else you commute normally. You can do it like twice a week or whatever. Better quality of life, better for the family. And it means you can recruit from a wider geographic area too, which helps with diversity and getting better decisions. I sometimes find going out the saddle just helps rest the other muscles a bit. And definitely on the steeper stuff I have to go out the saddle on 100%. I've got the beta fuel in this, 80 grams of fast digesting carbohydrates. Yeah, he certainly is, Harry. I think he needs to push the pace because he's a slightly heavier rider on the climb, maybe. Hard to tell. So he gives himself some slippage room. Yeah, I reckon that's the case, Andrew. Feels a bit harder on this lap than last lap. Morning Saracen, how are you? Good to see you. Just starting to blow over there. Hey Arthur, welcome back for the third time. You right? Hey Dan, you right? How was your ride? Tell us about it. Hi Mike, you alright? Thank you, I appreciate that mate. Double streaming. Boy, that was tough. Yeah, cheers Arthur. the diesel engine rebooted a bit. I've got to make sure I don't overcook myself though. Every time I go above 300, that's matches being burned. $67 kilograms, thank you for that, Graham. That's good to know. Oh, sorry, takes me some time to sometimes read the comments. Because the pace is, quite high. Well, very high for me. Cheers, Lord. How the boys doing up the front there? Who's still in the front group? It's Paul, Tommy, and obviously Ed. Oh dear, hard work this. I was ready for the gearing there, well nearly ready. Keith's at 3, Ed and Paul hanging on. So Ed up the front, Paul hanging on, nice. Well, Tommy and Keith have done well. Me at plus 10 here. I'm so glad I didn't try and hang on that front group. This is actually turning out to be a decent ride for me. Hi Darren, good morning to you. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. It's funny, I always find in cycling, if you're on a bad day, ride within yourself for a bit, and it sometimes comes good. Not always, but sometimes. And definitely, this is beyond my wildest dreams compared to how I felt at the start. Ooh. Another big effort here. And by big effort I mean like threshold, zone 4. Well, they've gone at it like a bullet at a gate. There you go. Just going to focus on the breathing and the cadence. Trying to minimise the time over 300, avoid burning matches. Cheers, Chris. Yeah, the cadence definitely helps on those threshold efforts. You're just trying to make it feel as efficient as possible. Focus on the breathing and the pedaling technique. Haven't got to worry about steering. Decathlon jelly. It's 40, Chris. Resting heart rate is 40. Oops. Hey Marco. Sorry for talking my mouth full. Yeah, to be honest, the first 15 minutes was that I tried to hold on to the front group, Marco, but I realised I was way out of my depth, wasn't on a good legs day at the time, and pulled the cord to fall into the second group, and my legs have rebooted, and so actually I'm having a much better ride than I dared hope for. I'm not riding within myself, well I'm riding like maybe 2% within myself, because I know I'll tire at the end. Yeah, definitely. Whenever I'm having a bad legs day, I tell myself just ease off a bit, find that cadence, that breathing, and that power, whatever that power is that feels good, and you'll find that typically, not always, but typically, you can reboot. Here we go, climb coming. Get that cadence going. Morning John, how are you? Morning Mini Taj. Hi Thea. Good to see you all. Morning Andrew. Much appreciated Andrew. That's super kind of you. Cheers, John. It's the Harrogate pump room, Mini Taj. Super nasty. Oh, that was hard. Yeah, so the pump room, it's about 29 kilometres or 28 kilometres a lap, 500 metres of climbing a lap. It's to replicate the struggle, which I'm doing at the back end of May, which is also in the Harrogate area. Alright, thanks for the update, Agnes. I can't imagine what the pace is like up front, must be hell. Yeah, 8 kilometres away. Hi Zach, how are you? I was in the peloton. Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, I mean that's the difference between A+ and an enthusiastic A like me. legs are alright actually, Zach. They were dreadful for the first 15 minutes, but I pulled the pin and dropped to the second group, and my diesel engine has rebooted. Yeah, me and Ed's on a different plane, zone 2. I'm basically zone 3 and 4 with a little bit of recovery in zone 2 every so often. Mustn't get dropped here. Of course, it's hard today. You ride it for real? 90 minutes to get there, but worth it, yeah, I bet it is. Well, I'm looking to ride it obviously in the struggle. I don't know if we hit this exact course, but you're very lucky, Minitage. Beautiful part of the country. Okay, short punchy climb coming in a moment. He's pushing, he's bridging, my word. That boy. Go on, Ed. You can do it. Shit. Come on, gears. Can't get a gear. Yeah, 35 RPM, all kinds of trouble. One second, baby. Yeah, ice spice bun.
But not now.
Not now.
Later. Okay.
1 second, I'm suffering here. Yeah, Marco, I've got the watt bike are loaning me one. Because I was moving house, I didn't have it delivered, but now we're not moving. I'm going to have it delivered. Looking forward to see it because the gear change is a lot better apparently. Oh, sorry, that was a bit emotional just to stay in that group. Yeah, very exciting. There's another little climb before we have the downhill bit. Dear me, I was in all kinds of trouble there. Yeah, I got the wrong gear. The gears wouldn't come down, and I was stuck in like 35 RPM for a bit, Chris. Nearly got dropped as a result. Oh, that was emotional. Here we go. Silly boy. Nice one, Ed. Respect, sir. Oh, I nearly got dropped there. That was a lot of energy wasted. Thank you very much, one mental health ride at a time. Much appreciated, sir. Edsbridge before on this course. Coming back this way. It may have been a WTRL race, it was, yeah. Yeah, recovery needed. Oh, 3/4 distance. What's the average power now, Lord? Yeah, I've got one of these coming end of May and on May the 8th. These kind of sportif Grand Fondo style things. So, and the one in the end of May is actually starting and ending in Harrogate. So the countryside is very appropriate. There goes the front group, I think. Still 3.9. Well, I'm happy with that. 2 hours in. Yeah, this course is horrid, Marco. The pump room. It's like the UCI Worlds, forward and reverse. Double bubble. Yeah, last lap, Petri. Thank you, Agnes. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Have a good training. Take care. Nice one, James. So glad you're enjoying it. It's definitely worth it over the summer months because, you know, it's convenient to train in the morning before work or when you get in. And it's good to get a feel for it ahead of the peak autumn winter season, especially if you want to race. The racing isn't quite as hard over the summer. Definitely give it a go though over the summer. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it, mate. This is a big ride for me. I'm going to use this power up, see if I get a feather or something. The ZHR All Dax 200, is that today? One mental health ride at a time. Oh wow, yeah. That's quite a commitment to make at that time. I'm going to ride the struggle best I can, Minitage. As fast a pace as I can go. So yeah, but I won't try and hang in a particular group or another. Unless it meets my capabilities. Still going, Michael. Same again. Oh, starting to tire now. I quite like 50 to 60 kilometres in all honesty, Chris. Yeah, keeping it going, Marco. Try not to burn the matches. It would be more adventurous outdoors, but depends. You've got to work with what you've got, haven't you? Same as me. You got 3 hours later, do you, Marco? What are you doing? This feels like an eternity. So I'm struggling at the moment. So I'm just trying to reset myself. Yeah, they still are. Oh dear. So I'm just struggling a bit here. Do me. Starting to flag now. Oh. The situation I'm in, Zach, I'm going to hang on, save as much energy as possible, and probably try and go on a hill if I've got enough energy, the last hill. But we'll see. I sense, I mean, Petri is very strong. I think Paul is very strong as well, so I think it's going to be difficult. Bridge to Paul? No. Sorry, I just saw you meant joke. Yeah. Very good. Sorry, I'm in a bit of an emotional state at the moment. My right foot is killing me. I meant to use a draft here, miscalled the timing. Hi Gerben. Grinding is compulsory, yeah. You alright, Tony? I use a variation of the two, Tony. Sometimes the low cadence is good, especially when you've got momentum on a downhill or a flat, to bring the heart rate down. But high cadence, like 92, often feels quite sustainable. And for acceleration, spinning up to 100 can be quite effective. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, Giorgio. Bit like the rocket. The true hero. The power behind the throne. Oh, come on, Philip. Hi Graham, you're OGT, Action GT. That's right, Lord. I am indeed looking forward to the fun. Graham, how are you? Dear me. You're working, are you? Oh dear, up in the city or Canary Wharf? Hi Oliver, thank you very much. Yeah, definitely. I've had to dig very deep today, especially at the beginning. But now, I'm probably struggling as well. Good luck, Ed. Good luck, Paul. Hope the sprint goes well. Little climb coming now, got a long drag. Not quite yet, keep calling it wrong. Nice one, Ed. Respect, sir. What did Paul get? Nice one, Paul. You're looking steady but feeling dreadful. Oh, I'm struggling, Paul. But it's been alright, actually. Well done on P10, sir. Nice one, Thorin. Thanks for the update. Cheers, Marco. Appreciate the encouragement. Cheers, Kevin. A sea rider won the A. Yeah. Wowee. That's some sandbagging. Surprised they weren't disqualified. Nice one on the 9th, Paul. Nice one, Ed. That was a C blip. Oh, I got you. An error. Hey, Phil. You're right. Phil Rich. Sorry, didn't see you there for a moment. Yeah, they'll be disqualified on Zwift Power, yeah. Cheers, Scott. Well done, Tommy. Thank you all. Stay here a second. Oh, oh dear. Oh. Yeah, Aaron. Time for some Vegas. Yeah, so let's have a little look. Let's go to the menu. How do you feel to the A's? Oh, crikey. Petri, very well done for beating me in the end there, sir. Very nice job. That's tune up. Thank you all. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Thanks all. I'm really, really pleased with that. Thank you for the encouragement throughout. In the first 15 minutes, I thought I was going to have to stop the stream. I felt absolutely diabolical. But I have learned that, you know, just because I'm an A rider doesn't mean I can always, ever ride in the front group, especially when there's such strong riders. And so I learnt my lesson and backed off. And I'm really happy about that because it's reinforced a good learning that I'd already known, but it reinforces it that if you can be feeling dreadful, but back off, ride 10-15% within yourself. Let the blood warm, the heart rate kind of settle, find a cadence that feels good, and gradually the body rebooted. It took an entire lap really for me to actually start feeling half decent again. But I'm really, really pleased with that. That's probably one of my best ever, I guess, nearly 3 hour power, isn't quite. So let's go to the end ride. And you can see, look, I had it on the trainer difficulty 100% to try and mimic what the gearing will feel like in real life for me. Because I'm not a strong rider, I can't spin that high cadence that a stronger rider can spin on the steep inclines. So if we go to the end ride, get this right, Philip. So this is going to be a nice old chunk of TSS, yeah, 190, no, it's 194. So nine pizzas, is that? Yeah, 2,500 calories. Don't know where they do the TSS. I thought they had a TSS score, anyway, doesn't matter. Oh, 212, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's basically zone 2 and tempo with threshold surges. That's almost what I set out to kind of train. Not a whole lot of pizzas. They should do ice spice buns. That was 100% horrible, wasn't it, Tommy? 100% horrible. Paul said the same. It is one of the hardest courses because you're just disrupted the whole time. But what I learned, and this is what I've learned for me personally, for the struggle, is that I need to ride well within myself. Not well within myself. I need to know where the red line is, and that red line is about 290 to 300 watts on the steeper gradients. And I know now that not know now, I kind of was experimenting with it on Saturday outdoors as well. But I know that so long as I don't go above that 300 watts or that 290 watts, i.e. too far into the red, and so long as I carb up, I felt much better for having a lot more carbs. I experimented with lower carbs last week outdoors, higher carbs today, about 80 grams of carbs an hour on average. And I actually felt decent there. There's no way I would ride that kind of pace for the main struggle event. I would take it easier on the flats. I wouldn't have to pedal on the descents. On the watt bike, I need to pedal on the descents. That's why the average power is quite high. But I will go aiming for kind of threshold on the climbs, or 280 to 300 watts. But it's that's a very good training, that pump room course, because how often in reality do I get to Exmoor Forest aside down by Lynmouth? How often in the UK do you get to ride a nice long sort of 25-30 minute climb with a good gradient? Rarely. you know, you go to Exmoor, yeah, there's a couple of 20-minute climbs, Porlock Hill, Porlock Toll Road, a 25-minute climb Exmoor Forest, and then a 14-minute climb for me, Dunkery Beacon, 10 minutes if you're Ed Laverack. And the rest of it is very just undulating. It's like 3, 4, 5, 6 minute efforts. And that's pretty much what that course trains for. So really nice to do. The volcano, yeah, you did eight laps of the volcano climb. Yeah, that's horrific. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not nice at all. Yeah, I think Olian. If I had tried to, I would have got dropped on the climb back into Harrogate, and I would have just burnt too deeply into my reserves, and then I would have just imploded. It would have become, you know, like a mental battle. And this is what I'm learning with the cycling. The reason power zones are quite helpful, or so helpful, is that for someone like me, who goes off and likes to chase the bright shiny thing or the ball, or you might let your ego get in the way of really where your abilities are. You know, I've done that many a time on Zwift on a live stream. Actually, if you're a bit more disciplined and ride to the power, and you know, in any given day, if it's a good legs day or anything like that, I find the power might be a little bit more or a little bit less. You have a better ride overall. So I'm actually quite happy with myself for dropping off the front there. It was like I didn't self-destruct basically. You were a cross-country racer, you can deal with it. Yeah, well, same as Giorgio Capella on the mountain bike racing. Those short, brutal climbs are horrible. Check out Giorgio Capella on YouTube. He's got some really good stuff. He's been doing the crit racing and the mountain bike racing, and he's got some really good training methodologies as well. So it's definitely worth checking it out. Yeah, it is a big TSS. Hi Ed. Yeah, a ton of zone 2, definitely Ed. Yeah, and that's it. 4 and 5 for fun on the comms. Congratulations on your P3, sir. Yeah, I heard you had to bridge back to do that, so even more sweet. Beautiful. So let's have a look at the critical power, because I actually think I got quite a nice, yeah, so we're getting up here towards the 3 hour mark. Yeah, so did I do 3 hours? Was it 3 hours? I can't remember. No, it was just under 3 hours. I thought, I can't remember what it was. Yeah, so it's about, well, I thought it was like 2 hours 70, I can't remember how many minutes it was. Yeah, just under 3 hours. So 2:56. Oh, you know, there or thereabouts, isn't it? It's close to my best. The normalised will be a bit higher as well. So yeah, that is nice. And I've been working very hard on building my tempo up. You know, on the rollers initially inside and then outdoors on some of the tracks with the rolling terrain. I've been working really hard on tempo. I don't enjoy the zone 2 riding and training as much. I'm definitely going to use it when we're actually out and about doing the events. But I'm finding that training the tempo for endurance has really built my fitness very nicely. Yeah, the front group maybe didn't have a high average, but they know how to deploy it better. They've got much more punch. And on the climbs, I'd have been just way out of my depth, like a long way out of my depth. I'd have just, you know, been at sort of 110 to 20% of FTP as a minimum. And I'd have spent all my matches, and then I'd have had one of those dreadful live streams where you're just riding on your own for 4 laps. I'd have probably had to pull the pin. Could you switch to the general tab and click to finished event? So could you switch to the general tab and then click on finished event on the right? Okay, so if I go general. Oh yeah, general tab, yeah. And we're going general tab and then click on finished event. Where is finished event? Ah, here. Oh, I see. I've never seen this before. This is a voyage of discovery. Thank you, Marco. Right. Ah, so we filter the A's. Right, gotcha. Oh, this is really cool. Come on. Why? There we go. Right. This is what people are wanting. All right, let's go to the top. Here we go. So, drink it in. Let's have a look. 317 watts. Pitache. Oh, these are nice big powers, my word. Beautiful. Only 2 seconds in it. Nice one, Ed. That is some ride. And Paul, P8, not P10, 286 watts. Wowee. You and Ed, 4.2 WKG. That is on another level. And where? Let's have a little look down further. Keith Robertson. Wowee, P12. That is sensational, sir. Very well done. Beautiful. Well, let's keep going down. Oh, sorry, I need to do the ride-ons in a minute. T Silver. There we go. You can see Cycle Hub. Not the Cycle Hub we know. Yeah, so I was 175, so just shy of the 2 hours. I'm super happy with that. Where did Ashley come? Let's see if we can find. Well, Petri, similar, 245 power. Did I beat? I didn't beat him. I didn't beat P. Morozov. He beat me. Definitely. I was over the line after him. Sorry, sir. That's an error. Where's Ashley? Oh, I'm absolutely withered. There we go. Nice riding. Where was Tommy? Sorry, yeah, Tommy Try. Sorry, crikey. That's what I was looking for. Tommy Blake, there he is. Vision. Sorry, Tommy, my apologies. There we go. Oh, Tommy. There we go. That's a nice ride. My word, sir. A fulsome 6 minutes or more quicker than me. Very nice average power. You deployed your power beautifully. So beautiful all. Yeah, no, I'm super happy with that, Arthur. Super happy. Yeah, being able to punch 1 minute power at 500. Yeah, if you're at the front of the race, maybe. I was able to punch 1 minute power at 300 or 330 sort of thing. Oh, so yeah. Anyway, let's go back to the top so we can drink in some very nice results. There we go. Oh. 286 Paul for 3 hour 59. Dear me, 252 Ed. Oh wee, those power to weights are sensational. Maybe I did. Okay, Marco. I definitely thought, you know, I definitely felt that I came over the line after him anyway. But there we go. So that was that. I'm super pleased. Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm super pleased again. I'm away with the fairies, but definitely learned a fair bit there about my body, about backing off, about having confidence in the power of the body and the legs to kind of reboot. That was a really nice learning. Looking forward to the main event itself. Hopefully we get a daylight today. I mean, here you go. Let's have a look at that. There we go. Isn't it beautiful? But yeah, thank you all for joining. It means a huge amount. WTRL time trial on Tuesday evening. I think that'll be my last one for a little while. Looking forward to it, although dreading it in equal measure because boy oh boy, there's a standard so high in WTRL. So there's a little latency, I understand. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, Tommy Blake is Tommy Try on Discord, that's right, Lord. Yeah, I'm gonna inhale that Ice Spice bun, there is no doubt about that. No doubt about that. I can definitely say as well that I am enjoying that, what's it called? The SIS beta fuel with the 80 grams of carbs. It's super convenient in a big bottle, and you get, you know, a good hour and a bit's worth of carbs without undue difficulty in terms of the consumption. So I'm really liking that. I had a bit of coconut water. How many gels did I have? I only had the 2 gels and two of those little jelly bars. So what's that? That's 20, 44, another 20, another 40, yeah, probably about 80 grams of carbs from the gels. So 160 grams of carbs during a ride. How much is in this Coke? Probably about another 50. So 210 grams of carbs during a ride. So that's what, 70 an hour. Plus then I had probably 100 grams of carbs with the sugar and the cornflakes. So, you know, probably a good 300 grams of carbs all in. Around about 100 grams of carbs an hour to fuel that. If you're interested as an FYI, and actually I felt alright on it. Didn't bonk, didn't feel like I was going to bonk. It was just, I was tired. So, yeah. So I finished ahead of alright. Thank you very much, Tony. I appreciate that. I'll check that out on Zwift Power. But anyway, I'm going to shoot. I'm going to recuperate, shower, reboot, all that kind of stuff. But thank you very much for joining. Really enjoyed that. It's a good training, a good race. And, you know, the encouragement means a lot. As I say, I've been feeling a little bit sort of anxious and down of late. Live streams definitely lift the spirits hugely. Very, very grateful to it all. Looking forward to the WTRL racing. Got a video drop in on Sunday. Hopefully, you know, you'll enjoy that. But in the meantime, get outside, enjoy friends and family, all that kind of stuff. And fingers crossed, in Europe and across Europe, we're on an upward trend, hopefully, in terms of a semblance of normality. But in the meantime, whoever you are and whatever you do, please remember to live, thrive, and stay very, very healthy indeed. Take care.